So in this video, we will cover the concept of psychiatric harm, exploring its legal implications. So let's start.
Psychiatric harm, also known as emotional or psychological harm, is a concept in tort law that deals with claims for damages arising from injuries that affect a person's mental or emotional well-being.
Now, types of psychiatric harm.
1. Primary victims. These are individuals directly involved in the traumatic event, such as being in a car accident or witnessing a loved one's injury due to the defendant's negligence. The harm suffered is typically foreseeable and directly caused by the defendant's actions. 2. Secondary victims. These are individuals who witness harm or the aftermath of harm suffered by others, often in close proximity or with a close relationship to the primary victim. Secondary victims must prove a close tie of love and affection with the primary victim and that their psychiatric harm was reasonably foreseeable.
Now, cases of primary victims.
1. DeLue v. White and Sons 1901. Facts: the plaintiff, who was pregnant, was inside a pub when a horse-drawn carriage driven negligently by the defendant crashed into the pub. Outcome: the shock of the incident caused her to suffer a miscarriage. The court allowed her claim for psychiatric harm as a primary victim because she was directly involved in the incident and the physical injury miscarriage was foreseeable. 2. Page v. Smith 1996. Facts: the plaintiff was involved in a car accident caused by the defendant's negligence, resulting in physical injuries. Outcome: the court allowed his claim for psychiatric harm arising from the physical injuries sustained in the accident, establishing him as a primary victim because his own physical injuries were caused directly by the defendant's negligence. Mehar Kuda Baksh and Sons v. the Government of Nuff held 1971 Peshawar 505. Facts: this case involved a wrongful demolition by the government causing direct financial loss and emotional distress to the plaintiff. Outcome: the court recognized the emotional distress suffered by the plaintiff due to the wrongful act of the government, although the primary focus was on the financial loss. This case illustrates a recognition of emotional harm alongside physical or financial harm.
Now, secondary victims.
1. Alcock v. Chief Constable of South Yorkshire Police 1992. Facts: the case involved the Hillsborough disaster where many individuals witnessed the deaths and injuries of others due to police negligence. Outcome: the House of Lords set out criteria for secondary victims, requiring proximity in time and space to the event and a close tie of love and affection with the primary victim. Many claims failed because the witnesses did not meet these strict criteria. 2. McLaughlin v. O'Brien 1982. Facts: the plaintiff witnessed the immediate aftermath of a car accident that severely injured her husband and children, caused by the defendant's negligence. Outcome: the House of Lords allowed her claim as a secondary victim because she arrived at the scene shortly after the accident, had a close relationship with the primary victims, her family, and the psychiatric harm was foreseeable given the shocking nature of what she witnessed. Peld 2000 Lahore 42 Seema Munir vs. Ghulam Shabir. Facts: the plaintiff, a wife, witnessed her husband being severely injured due to the defendant's negligence in a road accident. Outcome: the Lahore High Court allowed the plaintiff's claim for damages as a secondary victim, recognizing the close marital relationship and the trauma suffered by witnessing the accident and its aftermath. Taylor v. Novo Scotland Limited 2014 So 65. Facts: the plaintiff witnessed a traumatic event where a colleague was severely injured due to the defendant's negligence in a workplace accident. Outcome: the Court of Session emphasized the requirement for sensory perception, where the plaintiff saw and heard the incident unfold. This direct witnessing was crucial in establishing a direct link between the defendant's negligence and the harm suffered.
Now subscribe.